Hi guys, usual 10:30 embargo for this evening please, and we've got the show of hands for the mics. If I can ask you to give your name and organisation before your question.
Pep, Ben Ransom from Sky Sports News. You've had a difficult week with regard to the injury to Claudio Bravo. Did you have any other options to replace him, or what was the reason specifically that you brought Muric back from his loan spell?
Because we know him, because last season training with us all season, because we loan him, because the second team, my opinion about, is not a real competition, and that's why we want to see him every weekend play. But what's happened, unfortunately, with Claudio, the first option was come back because there are many, so that transfer window was closed, so we could not make another option, and Aro and Grimy and Greenshaw will be our three goalkeepers.
You mentioned the window here closed, but obviously the European window still is open. Some interest in Alexander Zinchenko. Is it right to say that you'll only let him leave permanently, or would you consider a loan for him?
Now he's our player. We will see what happens until the end of the transfer market or transfer window at the end of the month. But now he's training, and with the situation, maybe it's not easy for him. I'm really impressed the way he trained, professionality. So he's our player right now.
And this week, Sergio Aguero was not included in the Argentina squad. Did that surprise you, given his form here and how well he's played for you over the years?
Well, there are many players, important players in Argentina and Brazil, like they are not there. So I don't know, it's the first time they spoke with the managers or something like that. I don't know.
But his form here has been top draw, hasn't it? I mean, you'd expect him to be in an international squad.
Sergio? Yeah. Expecting to go there?
You would expect him as the manager to be in an international squad. He's that level, isn't he?
Well, I think Sergio's always been there. So I think now the first time. So I think Messi also doesn't go, and Nico and the other players. For example, Eddie is not there with Brazil. Gabriel is not there in Brazil. So the manager, maybe after the World Cup, they want to decide for other things. It's going to happen in the future. Still 2 years until the next competition.
Pep, Mandy Henry from Premier League News. Vincent Kompany's next game will be his 250th in the Premier League. How would you sum up the contribution that he's made to your team, both on and off the pitch?
Well, 10 years here. Happy anniversary. So it's a long time. It's many games. Unfortunately, the last years could be more. But no doubt about his quality. We spoke many times. When he's fit, he's an excellent central defender, and of course, big personality. His love in the locker room, so good.
In terms of Wolves, they were one of the two teams you failed to score against last season. What makes them so difficult to play against?
Against Wolves? Well, they destroyed the championship last season, so they made an incredible season in the way they play, attractive, and they contact with any new players, important players like Moutinho, well experienced, Jimenez. The bases are there, so we knew it from the beginning what tough would be. We felt that last season in the Carabao Cup when we go through the penalties, but another game to try to read it, to be consistent, to be humble in terms of the effort and the way we want to play, respect the opponent. But that kind of situation always happens, and try to make a good game.
Hi Pep, Jonathan Smith from ESPN. Just on Bravo, is there any timescale on when he might be fit again?
I don't know. I think the surgery was good yesterday, and we will see.
Is it looking like it could be sometime next year, or?
Of course, we have 1 more year contract, so he's going to stay here.
And there's been some suggestions that you might look at signing a goalkeeper who's out of contract. Is that something you've considered?
No, from the beginning it was Aro was the option.
Hello Pep, just on goalkeepers again. Daniel Grimshaw, 20-year-old local lad. How much do you rate him as a goalkeeper?
Well, if we decide to be in the first part of the season like a third goalkeeper, It's because we trust on him. But in that situation, we believe Aro was last season with us. We know better, the way we work, the way we want to play. We decide, come back, and now they are going to be all three with us.
So is he currently your number 2 behind Ederson?
Ederson is the first one right now, Aro the second one, and Grimmy the third one, yeah.
How much would it mean to the club and to the fans to see another local lad breaking into the first team, do you think?
Well, I said before, I think Aro has an amazing potential like a goalkeeper. He's a very work ethic guy, and he's huge, he's tall, and he's so young. But the same, last season playing the second team without not real competition. That's why he could go to Holland play against Ajax, PSV, all the big teams, Feyenoord, all the big teams in Holland, and play every weekend. After it happened that, and he came back because maybe he's going to play some competition. Maybe Carabao is going to play, maybe FA Cup, I don't know, depend what we see. And of course we have to be 3 goalkeepers, 2 of them as good as possible. What happened now, we trust in Aro, no doubts about that.
Just last one from me quickly. The Amazon series, how much of it have you managed to watch?
No, I spoke about that.
Okay, no problem.
No more.
Hello, Pep. Stuart Brennan, Manchester Evening News. Just on Vincent Kompany again. He said that he wants to keep playing for 3 years at least. Could he do that with City, do you think?
No, that's good. You want to play with 3 more years, that's good. So always I say to my players, retire when you feel tired or you feel, it's not my time anymore. But you want to play. So there's no doubt his physicality is strong when he's fit. The problem we had in the last 3 years from Vincent is his consistency to be ready to be fit when, when he can do it. He's an excellent central defender.
Hi, Pep, Ian Beddoe, ISN TV. Last week you warned about the complacency against Huddersfield because they'd had a longer pre-season than you. Have you had to give the same message again this week? And is there a bit of complacency around maybe outside with the fans because Wolves are a newly promoted team? Do they think this might be a foregone conclusion?
Well, we live a lot with the opinions from outside, but I think it don't affect too much about what we think. I think the complacency right now in that period is not the problem. The problem now is that still we are not far away, but still we are not fit. So we see the players how much spend for their regeneration after the efforts of the game. Normally it's quicker, and 1-2 days now they need more time. It's because we didn't make a pre-season. Immediately arriving after 3-4 days, play the Community Shield and Arsenal games, and a few players are much better, but the other ones we need more time. We need more time to win power, our strength. We need to train the strength, and these weeks we try to do a lot of messages and about the strength, about the tactics, because when we come in every 3 days a game, we don't have time to do that. But still we have a feeling the teams, the players complain about problems, muscular problems, because it's still. So that's why Claudio go out, and before Kevin, and this week Dino had a bit problems to regeneration after the game, but that is normal. We demand them a lot, and still we are not in the best condition. That's why we have to play, take points and win weeks, and hopefully after international breaks and the team can be, every time better and better.
Pep, Fred Caldeira, Esporte Interativo. About the keeper situation, some reports in Brazil have said that Manchester City has contacted Diego Cavalieri. Is it true? Is it an option for you?
I spoke with Shaiman Sitsidor, my head coach, like a keepers, and he didn't explain me. In Barcelona, Spain, in Madrid, explain me many keepers. So, but we cannot buy it. So the journalists say you have to do that, but it's not possible because we cannot buy here the transfer window. The players will retire maybe, but immediately we spoke. It was possible to Aro come back. We call to the Premier League to know what is the situation. But here the rules are the rules, and we have to know it. And they told us, is it possible? So we was allowed to Aro come back, and after that the decision was quick.
Okay guys, embargo please for 10:30 this evening.